do a recap after that.
At LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and in the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy.
On the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9.
Of course, to stand on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
And this is Cook for the ground. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Cousins on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And
he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Cook on the toss left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tyler Ervin on the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on set. It's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Packers.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Slant to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got pulled on that one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 14-7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Cousins' pass thrown away and incomplete. It's now
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. He's got Smith here. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Vikings 7.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to work. Cook able to escape. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. Big play there out of Cook. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Caught by Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 36.
The tackle made
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
7. And the Packer
from the gun. It's Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Working from the gun. Rodgers.
Why did I throw that?
That was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on no cues. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
15 yards on the play, first down.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributed. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that, would broke off his pass rush and get back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here comes Abdullah on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi California, the Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football, the Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium, and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On the ground, it's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The tackle by Dean Lowry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To Herb Smith.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Herb Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard. That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin them inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier. Jaleel Johnson made the tackle.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he puts it through. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
It's caught here by Adams.
Rodgers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And that's complete to Adams. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Allen Robinson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a touchdown reception. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he'll get in. C.J. Ham taking it in. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point try by Bailey. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A drive there with just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
1st and 10 at the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And quickly to Thielen here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Christian Kirksey in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and they'll get him down right about the 20.
Number 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
A loss of 3. Brings up
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
6-yard line.
A give to the fullback on the dive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much, though?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers' 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Minnesota Vikings.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
That's good.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, this is Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out into some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And
again, it's Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Vikings 17.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins on target there to Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Johnson.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, it's Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Packers' 13-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And loose football, the ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
Stop by, just remember. Peace.